We hope everyone has had a nice holiday season. We had a busy year this year, better than a very difficult 2024. In January, I flew to Bend to check on the house and do some painting. The master bedroom was the last room to get painted, and it turned out quite nicely.
Got my first coat of paint up. Now I'm going to go celebrate with a beer and a dinner somewhere. Hope you're having a great week. See ya.
The entire interior of the house was painted a deep camel color when we bought it. Finally, all of that has now been painted over. In March, I drove the Audi to Bend, starting out on the 395 since up and down the I-5 can get boring. The day after I got to Bend, we had a pretty good snowstorm. My timing ended up being quite good. I also installed a pair of motorized shades, as the windows in the master bedroom face south and can get really warm in the summer. In late March, we began a remodel of our master bathroom in the desert. It was long overdue, but it turned out awesome. We are really pleased with it now. In April, I competed in the Rainbow Challenge, a 2-day golf tournament sponsored by the LBGT Golf Club in the desert. I actually took second place, losing by just one stroke.
Second place!
Good afternoon, happy Sunday, and happy Star Wars Day to you. These droids are not the ones you were looking for. Lulu is at the wheel. Say hey, Lulu.
I drive and it's Daisy.
We are, let's see, about just north of Williams, California, in the Central Valley. It's windy as fuck out here. But we're making our way. We hit the road at 4:20 a.m. and we're due to get to Bend right at around 6 o'clock. Long day, 930 miles. But we'll make it. Hope everybody's having a great one. See ya.
In early June, I finally got to fish the Lower Deschutes. This part of the river is stunningly beautiful, but the fishing is a bit of a challenge for an old fart like me. Fishing from the boat is not allowed on this river, so you float down the river and then get out and wade to fish. The current is quite strong and the footing is tricky with lots of slippery boulders under the surface. For the first time ever, I took a spill and my waders filled up with chilly water. I was cold for a while and then it became like a wetsuit. Nevertheless, the fishing was awesome. And with the views, it was a fantastic experience. In early September, we took a road trip to the Oregon coast. We spent 4 nights at the Salishan Coastal Lodge, just south of Lincoln City. The lodge is quite lovely and the setting is beautiful. We had some nice meals and we took the boys to the beach a few times, which they love. I also got to take on the on-site aerial park, including a zip line, which I had never done before. Plus I played a round of golf at Salishan Golf Links.
And if you kind of follow the creek and look out,
McKay Crossing. There's a horse camp over there, a day use area. So opportunities for community public
In late
access.
September, I went on a guided hike in the new Paulina Creek Reserve that's part of the Deschutes Land Trust. After that, I drove up to see Paulina Creek Falls. There are so many beautiful things to see in Oregon, and we have just barely touched the surface. I can't wait to get back there in 2026. We really enjoyed our summer and fall in Bend this year. It was also nice to see Brian and Tom from San Diego, who passed through Bend during a road trip. Plus, we got to see Curtis and Santi, who came to Central Oregon for a friend's wedding. Pepper and Buddy also enjoyed their time in Oregon. They get walked every morning, sometimes to the Alpenglow Park off-leash area, and sometimes along the river. Either way, they are very excited when they get in the car. We also love just hanging out on the deck in the backyard. Buddy's eyesight is not that great, so I added lighting along the edge of the deck so he could see when it's dark. I played a lot of golf this summer, mostly at my home course of Widgie Creek. I really enjoy walking the course, and it's a bit more zen than riding around in a golf cart. Plus, it's more exercise. We drove back to the desert in mid-October in Louie's car, leaving mine behind in Bend. I flew back a week later and stayed for a couple more weeks. I put another coat of stain on the deck in preparation for winter, and took a nice hike to see Tumalo Creek Falls. Unfortunately, the next day I developed a case of, digestive distress. So I didn't get to do all that I hoped for while I was there, as it didn't clear up until just before I left. I couldn't really leave the house for fear of having, an issue. I left for the desert on October 30th and drove to Sonoma. It was a beautiful drive down, except for some very windy mountain roads. I posted another video with highlights of that drive. It was nice to see our friends Stephen and Jim, as well as Brian and Jerry, and getting to see Doug and Brian's new home for the first time. I walked around Sonoma Square on Halloween, which was a hoot. So many little kids in costume. I left the next day for home. We hosted Thanksgiving again this year, as we skipped hosting last year. We had 12 people plus us. It was fun, but a lot of work. Louie and I agreed it was our swan song. In the 31 plus years we've been together, we've thrown countless parties, hosted many holiday events, organized and held tennis events. It's just too much for us now. We had a good run, but we're done. Toast. After toying with the idea for a while, I decided to go all EV. The big-ass Aviator, which barely fitted in our garage, is gone, and now I've got a Ford Mustang Mach-E EV. I call it the Red Rocket, and I fear there's a speeding ticket in my future because it goes fast. Getting back and forth from Oregon will be a bit more challenging, but that's just 2 times a year. The first big road trip test comes up in a couple of weeks when I take it to Vegas for the Sin City Classic Golf Tournament. Sadly, we lost a very dear friend this year. Daryl Morgan passed away after a brave fight with cancer. He will be dearly missed. Louie and I wish all of you a very happy and prosperous new year.